A lorry stuck in the windows. The driver has a large. It is a seal. The back end, a book.
Racist, nationalist, likely, yes. This guy's
There he is. You're hazy on the notion of
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. Beats me. Somewhat gotta be bloody stupid or freak it. Personally, I'd rather beg them. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be a good one, officer. Don't worry. We here have... Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another...
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now,
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
the man looks at the color.
But that's not you. From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago. Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that. So, what do you need? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigate. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor, for an honest union man like me. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be good.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. I don't operate in that capacity.
If it's all
I walk right past Mesh. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Then press the button to unlock, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
the coin narrowly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the tree.
Right. Always glad to help out the RCM.
Body betrayed.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerged. Yes,
He means our
correct. By smalls, Al-Ghul is an ancient.
intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
Servitude to Al-Ghul does not explain everything. No, you don't. You need to get up.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my chronology. You gave the world. You dominated. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the...
Enough with this begging. You should bring your troops to the sim. The walls will be lined with bot.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahed's race. The best idea. The man looks at you, silent and unmoving.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Ask what kind of races there are.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of Pedra. Type B are the unheroic races.
The Koikos of Grad. You...
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white. Pinkness is a racial quality. The Koiko.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Revacholians, halfway between.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what...
The revolution came to ravage. The revolution is fatal, family. Enough of type. You need to know both types.
Yeah, you have.
Those are the Simones, the Areopagite. A receding genetic pool has led them on. You know them by the names of...
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people in some municipalities of Oranje.
The Maun are proof.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest.
The Vespertines and Messenians, the other large mondials, overproduction of, as proven by the Maun and the Mesque Occidental, the indigenous people of this, the Areopagites.
Wait, didn't Ilmaran Desert Pig?
No,
Jean, baby, you're on fire.
I know. The Areopagites are sleek, long. The latter is perfect tips. The FRA. Lesser races like the mosquito. A grotesque the mosquito is born sterile.
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki? That is understandable. Were there more for you understand nothing? To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask. You need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what they are. Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not, Mr. Clare is a man also to serve jam. Individualist offshoots of this. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
Meshahed stoically looks to the distance in silence.
Bastards! We have a... Hold up and stay.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Good. We're fighting. Besides, we're not that different.
Hello again, officer? Sure, go easy on that stuff.
This trash container is a... You see see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front and then accelerated straight into the driver proceeded before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents.
You could follow.
Can I help you? Mine?
Thank you for clearing.
Why?
I thought as
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need?
it concerns the.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
There he still is. This trash container is with a don't. Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time.
You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. A box falls into pieces among the thread as the leg.
The victims drop them in here. Guitar marked. The belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches you. A drab, long.
This is a military.
The rest of the rags.
All right. We should go to. See? Not really. All we know is.
The lieutenant nods. It's just. What's this? A blue piece of plastic. Something larger.
Officer, is that your. It is. Look. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try then. It would also not hurt.
Some items, such as
You pick out only in its.
you've acquired,
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material eaten because it's nice and rhythmic pattern calms your mind. It's nothing. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the It's nothing. Someone just. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite.
before I squeal, pig. Murder was the...
Fuck does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around.
No! You told him about...
The city's not fucking... And fuck you too.
Explain himself, as if explaining. You must get to the bottom of this one of these days. Sadly, it's unlikely to happen today.
Yeah, like a fucking...
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Wish Kuno could. That Kuno doesn't...
An old call box with a matrix of nothing happens after silence. No one answers the doorbell. This button,
This button looks...
an off-key melody starts playing.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown up.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought but the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single beep indicates that the line. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous all you hear is static. But you ring the doorbell. But you wait for a minute or two. But you hear static. You can almost hear.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy.
She sounds almost and wait. But what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My
The lieutenant exchanges. She must be mistaking you for something. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with.
Michelle, just... Why did you even call? I don't understand. Ever since I came to work...
A spot of static. She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing. Another seagull past.
I don't know what happened either. We should
You press the number sign. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. Silence. No one's home. Silence. Silence. No one. The dented yellow mailbox. There is a hollow ring. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool.
He does not actually think it's cool. The lieutenant pats the box.
Hello, sir. Step right in. Are you interested in a new... It's a bookstore, sir. We sell...
Books? Postcards? Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know.
Sir, are you okay? You've been... Okay, sir. I'll try to answer. Crime fiction is about murders or...
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, what's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? Why is that? Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. Head? Yeah.
No, you're not head, child. Heads.
No, he's wicked smart in the stories. Like you, sir, of course. Maybe you can show me some real police. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name. Feel free to step in and browse. I'm signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds...
There is stress and...
Mum says it's peachy. She was cursed in the way that makes them say that no business... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Of course, sir.
The girl keeps her hands folded.
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the she brings out her reddened hand.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying. There's something you're missing.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back, yep?
René, you're a man with a fork in the world.
I'm trying to, but you keep...
These manly men are playing balls. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. The cold metal ball is surprisingly already your muscles are adjusting to the...
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 20...
What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's you vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. No, no you don't.
Take it easy, René.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You are as I could. Mistakes are forgiven.
Yes. Why did he never know? He might know some.
Unfortunately, I don't. In Martinez, the U-Cop is a pejorative.
He doesn't know about the crime.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar... Yes. It was... Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughter. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. Should have fought dirty.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. Yes. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition...
Blood Ground? You got...
Damn right, son. The rest of the city...
Well, it's your own damn fault.
You don't even...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
No, they don't. I would. Instead, all that is just. This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan. This was anything. It's no use talking to you. You are still in that.
beaten wooden planks.
We can sit on benches after we...
You can revisit the bench. If
Hey, up here, Piggo.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down rude.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. And here I was trying to be polite. Just
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban.
I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in some...
Actually, there is a shortage.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Can't you tell? I'm paid. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure.
She means the opposite.
Watch your back.
A striking woman leans against the cabin.
Good afternoon, Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must... Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunken...
Relax. She meant it in jest.
Beaton, my maiden name. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel. There is strength there. If
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview.
It happens quicker than a shooting.
How interesting.
Is what you want to say, but look at that lady. Take a gander. Why, yes. Tucked away and wild, dull orange. These are the kind within reason. Now look at you. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Shame?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please, of course, detect.
A sturdy metal door guards the door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not... The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard.
Backyard door? Then...
Madame, I assure...
There is no reply. Just... A sturdy metal door guards... This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
There must be another way into the building.
see a young man. Oh,
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
it's the voice of someone who has something.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the Jean.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Is it really?
Like a nervous.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little...
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Oh.
Wait, is someone else?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to...
Last week?
He's an actor.
You didn't answer the...
It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply. Gesturing.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he could be a witness. There has to be a way.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of... There's a key beneath it. Rusty.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the... We'll just have to go in and see.
This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far. What are you doing? You need to get your tools out, man. This door has been closed with the shackle.
After you, detective.
You hear someone walking around. The walking stop. A poor communal.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have...
It's generally...
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good. I'm fine. Now, what do you want from me?
She's the cleaning lady.
Yes, yes. I know.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about...
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should go check out.
I'm no one. If you can call it living. It's barely bigger than a closet.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while.
Ask away, policeman. No one lives there. It's been impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural. Suit yourself, Mr. Important. No one...
She mumbles some kind of...
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up. Yeah, I can...
That smell coming from her red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only you. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's the woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago, 2 days' travel.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? It's where they grow whores like her. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity? What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Something to think about next time you're driving.
You hear someone walking.
Excuse me? Of course.
You have plenty of reason to end.
Oh, come on.
Well,
that was smart.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinet.
Boy, there are a lot of different...
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a non...
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant, it was some kind of a moribund.
A sudden serious look crosses her face.
But that was months ago. Oh, that's another huge mess. And again, I have no idea. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it?
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. These apartments are perfectly fine. I'll tell you, Martinez, don't ask me. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both, of course. What now? I need to get it. Ha!
It's not a compliment.
It was some kind of a
A sudden
But that was months ago. And of course.
A plaster cast bust depict Grazmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. The White Star, the photos on the wall.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of light reflects off the green glass of the Wow, the gods of mass production of there's a satisfying pop as the cork. A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button.
From the void we came. This door is made of metal. Number 28.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one on.
Looks like the young men we should return tomorrow after we have the smoker on the balcony.
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here.
It's alright. We don't have to be here 9 p.m. sharp. Tomorrow evening, right?
Damn. Remember, tomorrow. He's...
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Apparently, she doesn't like people. Logic error.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Then why are you sneaking up on me like...
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. This coin-operated viewer is why place a tourist attraction in the middle of... Your money disappears into the curtains on the lenses shift. The ghost... It looks as if it...
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Yes?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull, you... Ah, yes!
Oh,
Cocaine. Cocaine.
A superpower! Decisively. Without fear of offending, Revachol would be a
Don't get...
The Carabinier doesn't...
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple...
You can't even... That's wise.
I'm satisfied with this.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Oh.
Philip III was even...
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Please, officer, don't encourage him.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate.
Right.
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves.
She smiles and nods.
Cursed? Who said that?
What in God's name?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't wonderful. Did you talk to... Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how my precious... Her dedication brings joy to my heart, as a young girl should be. With the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future. God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting... She can, if she has enough...
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff, and she's looking for one. But there simply aren't.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite... There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. Yes, my husband is a success. He made the initial investment.
Super silent. Almost inaudibly so.
She's been too busy helping, I assure you.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. The woman looks... Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. Oh, yeah. Look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. A little. It ain't easy. But you didn't log that in as a donor. You didn't log that in as a donor. Sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and because of the tax, our tax is almost non-existent, and you and I both, 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you? Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too... That's a friendly enough face. Most math. It's... Oh, I found something. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really... Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man.
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes.
Wonderful board games, sir. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have friends are for playing with friends, I'd recommend...
An endless variety of source. There's also a large hard books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? A towering mountain of...
Lousy auras there. No, roll. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
This bookstore is not strictly about
Sir, please, no, I can't have you end up.
amidst the various these three things. The point of the book, it serves platted wholeness. When it's up to your mind, the book, there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using. Several maps have been attacked. The maps look old and this large map, Ozon, disintegrating. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Yucan. 850 million. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of connections to other worlds. You have little idea. Perhaps they are gods. The north coast of to the east, Huron. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait, it's not real. Still, it's detailed.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinet, that old thing, from when some design...
The place does not look...
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Always good to be informed of your...
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of... Browsing through all the books with all... Suddenly, high-speed love chronicles the... Next to Irv's life story. Next to that...
I really must insist you... I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you.
These shelves are a couple of spook novels high.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these.
Crime fiction. These books greatly overstate the excitement. What's more, they not a single mention of all the stress this work. Shelves filled to the brim with crime. You see a set of...
Excuse me, officer. The back... Nothing. Now, please go back to browsing the book.
She speaks almost as if... Oddly enough, the more she tries, you see some kind of charm. An irregular polyhedron. This is a traditional Semini. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, just as you're about to pull up...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not... I am sorry, I don't mean...
The curtains do seem frail suddenly.
No!
Talking is all... The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust. You see a dimly...
I warned you! You're unleashed.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you. Only an echo. A hollowed-out, dark echo. The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money... The tear machine stands in the corner. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching our Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Not thinking about drinking all that maybe later. What is this? Casual Friday? What happened, man? You used to be... Get your drink on. A thin man is smoking as you step in. Okay, it's definite. The man puts his cup down, he smiles, and bang, it's almost like music. The man ponders his cookie. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent...
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But
it's hardly a side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The door does not. The cobalt blue, sir. Old cobalt paint. It leads to a side.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to... Thank you anyway.
Yes? What thing? Oh, yes, that door, sure. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's at...
Fine, okay, a little. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire. The worker is in a deep slump. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out, a metallic drawer. The pull-out toolbox slides back into it. The white suede feels luxurious as you tap on the gate.
There's no use pressing the...
Translation. We're not going...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
As always, it's DJ Mesh.
A flock of seagulls right away. The lieutenant...
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe it picked up a random frequency. Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor cat.
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. You would be too if you had this mod. But serious.
This is Precinct 57. Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, I hear you. What does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he I don't think he... Don't give that out. Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's in... Well, Vigmar said... What did he say? Did you want any...
He's trying to keep you from...
He terminated...
The radio falls silent and lifeless. The communication...
What was that? It's okay, detective. We should get on with our tasks. What?
Unpromising, raise pupil.
He does not so much as glance at the...
Stop showing.
He had nothing to do with it.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next race,
That will be there.
he will grant us 3.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits.
The lieutenant.
You should keep him close. Racists are
Welcome to Revachol. He must think red.
I am.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions.
You exhibit forward projection of the job. It is impossible. This leads me to conclude your racial heritage is uninteresting. There is nothing funky. Tips CF are a museum of failed. Lesser rate the mesquite.
It seems unlikely that 2
You are right. Then there is the Koiko. This will, but enough. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Tibere Vasholian. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do. Mr. Clare is a man. Above all, rampant multinational. Oh, I am not surprised. The South, we are the future. I am a descendant. No. I have heard about it on the record. I'm from Couronne. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey. You. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start build. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich. Okay, not in so many words, but everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up? Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make it. The pockets of these. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. By the way, the raw.
the unpromising, right?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? You know,
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
serious business.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see him. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either.
He's a chatty guy.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Murder, huh? I don't believe you. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the heart.
Right to work! Back again, eh? Maybe you should ask them the question. We have families.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring back...
Why not? I see numerous pity.
Let up! Honest men and women. We came here to help the Harbor.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No.
The woman still had no response. Wherever, no response. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. A lorry stuck in the track.
Looking for something? Oh man, God damn. Thanks for...
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick the strike. I'd have been at it for apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say.
Yeah, apples. I take it you have...
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth.
Analyzing the fundamental structure. Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Oh, hi.
Relax. He's merely
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. Was there anything else? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were... That's good. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. Was there anything else you wanted to know about... No, it's not a particular... The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean. There was some interest in this case at my station. Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year...
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
That's commendable.
It can still be an other... He's basically challenging you to sexy...
Good.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this.
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over. What? He seems intoxicated.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken and... What? What is it? He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop. What do you need, sir? Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over.
This is Precinct 57. Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malin. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. Oh.
Real police would have uniforms too, by the way. Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Please, no. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it.
Oh, those again. I have been... You know, when you put your gun, your actual... I remember this. You were screaming things like...
No, please, no more...
There are way more inventive ways than a gun to leave this world.
No idea. It almost looked like you pawned it. Uniform. I never saw you in any... Well... I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
You hear the...
Anything else I can help you with? 57?
In the cabin, you see...
Hello again, sweetie.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh,
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
it seems to me that you... Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
You must be
It's not easy.
Interesting idea. This
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
the worker is in a deep slumber. The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. The bed is cold and not but a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Things were good. Forget about ostentation. If it doesn't rhyme, you're out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West. The click is used. Sometimes you like to add. Everyone loved it. There is a vast ocean of time between right now. Not really. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever an inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roof. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. Listen! Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance, believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival, and Coach Physical Instrument endorses they will also make you into an idiot.
Alright, Piggo.
Don't do business with the
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno!
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beatdown. Kuno doesn't know who put that
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snip!
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away! No, it's not fucking Kuno.
He thinks you're fucking fool!
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to...
Kipped is a pejorative term.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the... Yes, it seems suspicious.
That's just some shit.
He's hiding something.
Pig, if Kuno was
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't...
An inconspicuous pile of... Because there's a secret door hidden... There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this, then?
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying them. There's a good vague way.
Perhaps not. See that ladder there?
like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, looks like when the wind ruffles the...
Yes, it's probably your... You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They are bound to have information, or it could be that we are just exploring. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. Well, it doesn't...
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Hello again, officer. Well, this might be the last snow we get. Snow has nutrients in it.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates.
No, of course not. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do.
You've been resting here for quite a while, have you?
Yes.
I understand. The RCM...
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think...
Since the street sign's messed up, there's the pier, the Cape Side apartment, the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. Some shops and a bridge. Just coast. It's just water. No, actually, no problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Excuse me? Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I don't know anything.
Pig is a what?
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay.
Can I help you? Absolutely out.
Absolutely in the question. First we find your body is ready, sire.
Another thing. Great. I love... Yes, not the whole... They come here and eat...
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get high.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or they probably fucking killed that guy.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Oh yes, that door, sure. No, I don't. Or some
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. He looks at the dust on his finger.
Yes? Do I have a shaker in my hand?
It's not a shaker. It's...
Am I smiling? That's right!
Play it calm. This man...
Even more reason for me not... Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window. Like what? I was rarely...
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't. The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick. This door can only be opened with. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. He nods.
No problem, officer.
The window stands broken in its... The worker is in a deep slumber.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling.
Analyzing the fundamental a sense of surprise there ain't more bodies.
The woman still has her eye. No response. Wherever, no response.
Right to work! When a bunch of ungrateful beats me.
There's something odd in the way he can. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem he ignores your question. Silence is the answer. You've been talking to him for quite a while.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by union.
Every once in a while.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
How did this happen? Your little fist.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you.
Not bad advice, actually.
Let's talk about our right to work. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker. We were promised work. We'd be in. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the second. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No! They will give up eventually.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk. We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Let's think of something.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Evening falls. The vows are blurred. Lower intestine. The term fascism, Brota. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. For the nation, smart. Best not to mention, of course you are, Brute.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
It has happened.
Another fit of criminal, right?
Your fist cracks in his hand like a rock.
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. You are making it.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce. This button.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
The luxury of fine things. Just look beautiful. Remember, they're either a gateway drug.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out. You've been running around all weeks. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I... Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes...
You know, like a cat in the dark. All big and...
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about.
I didn't know I had to do that. I guess we can change the subject, sir. I didn't mean to bring you down.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. Don't expect my... Do look at the books, though. The books...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds. Only an echo, a hollowed-out, dark echo.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another hatred. The woman on the...
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye
Ozon is an archipelago.
on a first name base. Pig's not half as dumb as... Ooh. Not only have you found...
She does have...
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will... Does anyone in a city like this? It doesn't have to do anything...
The inspirational...
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Ah, if you insist. What do you... That's correct.
You feel a slight
I guess you don't need glasses. That's because I'm half Seolite. It's a part of the world, officer.
Seol is
I can see you're disappointed.
a point of pride to him.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualizations.
What? Think?
The lieutenant produced. We all have our different mediums.
Good. Let's chat.
This door is made of metal. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Trying to sneak up on me.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti. The mail collection box. There is a hollow. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool.
He does not actually think it's cool.
I don't. Let's go.
Fuck does Kuno care? Pig, do you have Kuno's cruising his bitch on the town and the bitch comes back griefing to the Kuno?
Get the fuck out of here, fat ass.
The pants are totally okay.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. And then what? You fucking...
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
That's where Kuno gets his daily...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's... Yeah. Kuno plays on snuff radio. Fucks pigs. It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know...
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly pig. Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait.
Kuno can't wait to see.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and... The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't...
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a...
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but...
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete. This is the night watchman's booth. The name, listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets. You take the painkillers. They are you. Oh boy, where to start? Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. Maybe this was a bad idea. You stand and exit the booth. On second glance,
It's unfortunate for the Union to...
The drawer opens, hundreds of documents containing, and the same material. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus. The drawer slides shut. An imposing combination of a punch clock, hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're like. Yes, and it's critical. You need to get so magged up. Yes, if you want to. Control panel with several knobs. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet thump, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, moving this container, of course. For this
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action.
Before you is a walrus of a man, with great effort, with a mixture of
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to... I'm Everard Clare. I'd offer you my hand, but
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny
You go ahead, detective.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You'll get...
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see... So tell me, how can the head of the Dubois...
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception. This should take care. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good, man.
Yes, I know, Lawrence. He's a real character.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that it's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep it.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Officer, we will deal with...
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this,
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois,
Maybe you could use your hands somehow.
Don't be dramatic.
what an odd demonstration.
Okay, enough. We are...
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so... But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about...
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, and I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colours, Harry.
An excellent opportunity presents itself.
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you. Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have...
You want to send someone a message?
I repeat, I'm a very, very loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no... Just go there, unlock the door, and... Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything. Fantastic, my friend. You can get the key from Manana. Just open the door. You don't need to... Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age? Yes, Harry. You are... Anyway, I assure you, of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it.
I think the odds of that.
It might be a good idea to hide your...
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed. I have a big fat I'm sure you had some concerns you thought...
It's just a brown folder.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of...
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost...
Don't just jump to the folder.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois. No, I'm really not. You are Harry. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, but of course, Harry, your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a...
He doesn't really seem to know anymore.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not... That's why I like you, Harry. A good man knows both... Oh, Harry, you are the most regular, traditional, but as do we all, Harry.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity.
Ah, this?
This translates into...
I find that very...
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Miss. Of course, Harry, of course. Oh, that's very... One thing I want to make very... Yes, we're all trying to do what's... If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Of course, Harry. I have no interest. Tell her about all...
It is rather interesting to tell people things.
Let's hear it, Harry. Of course, Harry. Yes, your gun...
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. Who knows? Only one...
Harry! I was only... Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage...
I assure you, we are working on looking...
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here. You're one of...
Container, I'll turn you.
The lyrics to this container song, the accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's...
Container, used to be Everard. He looks after... I see you are not a union man, mister. I mean, I don't personally mind. Just some of the other guys don't look... Oh, yes. Born and raised in it. People say us...
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am, yes.
The containers in the yard are green. It's like some red in... They appear to be sister.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red...
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say... Oh, no trouble at all, mister. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gate. We're on a strike.
So no one is...
Not ever. But Titus and his boys got into some... Oh, I'm not really supposed... Him and his boys stirred up some... I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam.
Easy, Leo.
Look at him. It's not too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the word... Now he's talking about some...
Yes. Everybody needs a job. I'm like Miss... Actually, Miss Beauty.
Who is this, Miss...
A real prick, but I can't listen to the radio. Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett.
He respects that.
But she's a real nice... If me missus and me... Doctor, like mate.
So Everett trained a lawyer named...
Yes. This place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it...
Well, thanks. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my... Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of Bye-bye now.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixing? It's a cargo We are not here to interact with...
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. Before the cargo container. It's...
promising race pupil returns. There is nothing funky about them. I cannot post.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.